festa onde eu possa plantar o que quiser e andar de pé no chão.
So, the rabbits. What can I tell you? What can I tell you about the rabbits? Basically, they are for meat production. Okay, my goal is, or was, I have reached that goal already, to not buy meat in the supermarket anymore. And I've tried to become a vegetarian, but I realized with all the physical work I'm doing here, I kind of need this energy. But at least I'm only eating meat that comes from animals who, from my point of view, had a good life and the best death I can provide, let's say like that. No, I think that's consequent to only eat the meat that you produce or be a vegetarian. So rabbits are actually good animals to have for your own consumption, because the saying about rabbits is true. They can have children all the time, and they are very cute, and they can also give you the skin, the fur, so you can use a lot from them. But actually they are a lot of work, because they only eat and shit. They don't do anything else than eating and shitting. So every day I have to go and cut like 2 really big buckets of grass for them. Actually, I don't have enough on my own land, so the neighbors told me that I can go to their land and cut the grass there. And it's like this daily having to do that, and if it is raining it's not good, because then the grass is wet and you shouldn't give wet grass to the rabbits, so then I have to dry it. So I built a system out of curtains where I can put the grass and it can dry, but you always have to kind of pre-think it and check the weather forecast. Is it going to rain tomorrow? Do I have to cut today the grass for the whole week already? Or so it's kind of a lot of work to have rabbits. But then again, the meat is good. And they also, as I said before, they shit a lot. So you have to be constantly cleaning the rabbit house. And then, for example, when they had small rabbits, normally they get like an average of 8, might be 10 or only 6, but most of the time it's like 8 or 9. I guess that also makes sense. I think female rabbit has like 8 tits, I think. So makes sense that she has 8 children. And you have to, once you become like 3-4 months old, you actually have to separate them by gender. If not, they would start, you don't want that. So that's quite difficult actually to see at a 3-4 months old rabbit if it is a male or a female. But you have to do that, you have to separate them. Yeah, I still buy rabbit food also, like commercial rabbit food, because for the moment I don't produce enough to only feed the rabbits with what I have. But I hope in the future that will be different. So that's about the rabbits. Actually, the killing process is not very nice, as you can imagine. I didn't know how to do it, and I basically learned with YouTube videos. What you have to do is to hit them on their head and in the neck, head, because then they are kind of out. And what I do then, is to cut their throat and yeah, continue with the process until the rabbit finally is in the fridge or in the freezer. And they say that rabbit is actually the best meat because it has not a lot of fat, I think. And it's really tasty. It's a little bit, for me, it's a little bit like a mixture between chicken and pork, maybe? Yeah, something like that.
Eu quero morar numa casinha feita à mão, uma floresta onde eu possa plantar